change for you to actually know going into a week that you're going to be the starting quarterback?
Definitely a big mindset adjustment. You kind of, you want to say that you're going to prepare like you're the starter no matter what, but it's a little different when you actually know, and it's a little more calming in a way, and you can kind of prepare like, get all the ones reps and prepare like you're going to be the starter. And like I said, you kind of want to do that when you're the backup, but it's just a little different when you really know.
What did Will Howard do the best on Saturday?
I feel like I did a good job of taking what the defense gave me. I feel like my first 2 years here, I kind of forced some things and would kind of get a little, kind of jacked up in the pocket and just make, kind of decisions that I didn't really need to. And I feel like I did a good job of kind of, taking things one step at a time, and not trying to force things into windows that I didn't have. And there's still a lot of stuff I need to work on. Even that, there's some plays that I wish I could have back, and the team wishes they could have back. But I think that's one thing I definitely got better at.
That's the next question. What do you take away from that game that you really need to work on?
I feel like definitely want to be better with my feet. I feel like in the past 2 years I've definitely been able to hurt guys with my feet a little more, and I kind of want to be able to show that, be a little more dynamic in the run game, and not be just seen as like a pocket passer, kind of a stiff guy. It's kind of funny because I was seen more last year as like a running quarterback, and this year I'm seen as kind of a stiff back there, I guess people like to say, but it's funny, but definitely that.
You and Coach had kind of talked about how the game slowed down for you.
Mm-hmm.
What does that actually mean to you? What are you seeing that makes you feel that way?
Definitely, with experience, being a young kid in there 2 years ago, not really understanding, even the offensive scheme, kind of still working through, what we were trying to do offensively, and now just kind of being able to sit back there and just dissect the defense. Kind of, the offense is just the back of my hand right now, just because I've been in the system so long, and just like I said, when I was a young kid, kind of going through those struggles, and you don't really see it in the moment, but those things kind of help prepare me for what I'm going through now, and it's kind of cool to kind of see things come full circle a little bit, but there's still so much work to do, and I'm excited for it.
Is this as close to a homecoming game as Will Howard gets in the Big 12?
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's only 4.5 hours away, so I'll have a lot of people there, and as far as the Big 12 goes, there's not a lot of games we get to play out east, so I'm excited for it, and definitely been thinking about this one.
Do you play against any defenses comparable to what West Virginia will show?
West Virginia's a good defense. They got a lot of good athletes. They've kind of struggling to, I think, find their identity, and have kind of thrown a lot of stuff out, and there's a part of that that's a little scary. You don't really know what they're going to show, but I feel like every game you kind of get into the flow of things. You kind of see what they're gonna do. But man, we got a challenge. They're a really good home team. We know that it's always hard to play in Morgantown, and we're excited for the challenge though. We're gonna come out fired up.
With their monster back, I think they call it a bandit. Is that a different element from what a lot of teams show?
A little bit. I feel like they've done a little less of that this year. They've kind of mixed up their personnels. They have a lot of in the back. They have a lot of different dudes doing a lot of different things. We're still kind of trying to figure that out, and I get we'll see what their plan is. I feel like the last couple weeks, some teams have shown a little different things than they were showing on film. But we adjusted really well, and we're prepared for it, and so we'll see what they do. But I think we're going to be ready for it.
What is Coach Klein, in this process, right? As you said, not sure when you're going to play or not. What has he meant to you in this process, and to get this offense just continue to roll when you're under center?
It means the world. When you're back there and you're the quarterback, you can feel the confidence of your play caller in you and in the team through the play calls, and just seeing, kind of feeling that and feeling the aggressive mindset of Coach has meant a lot to me, and it feels like he believes in me and he believes in us, and I believe in my guys. I'm gonna put it up there and let him go make some plays. So, but no, our relationship's great, and the quarterback room is better than it ever. It's always been really great since I've been here, and I can't thank those guys enough. And we get along so well, and it's really positive to have that at your back.
We know that you guys go one game at a time. Is it harder to go one game at a time right now, given the next game you got a rivalry game, and then you might have a Big 12 championship to play in after that?
Not thinking about that. We're just thinking about West Virginia. I've definitely wanted to play these guys back in Morgantown. I remember the game we had in 2020. Wasn't ideal for me and for us, and there's a lot of tough things going on at the time. But I'm excited to get after these guys. I feel like that's just kind of who we are. We're a process-driven, one day at a time, one play at a time kind of team, and that's how we've found success so far. And we know that that's how we're going to have to operate moving forward to be successful.